In the bustling streets of Algiers, whispers echo of a powerful family quietly pulling the strings of an entire economy. Meet the Issad Rebrab family, the billionaire clan widely regarded as Algeria's richest and most influential dynasty. They've built an industrial empire so vast it touches nearly every aspect of daily life, from the sugar in your coffee to the refrigerator in your kitchen. Yet despite their enormous reach, the Rebrabs remain curiously elusive, their power operating more like a shadow than a spotlight. How did a once humble schoolteacher rise to command a conglomerate that some say holds the keys to Algeria's economy? And how does his family maintain prestige, loyalty, and power while keeping a low profile? Today, we uncover the cinematic tale of the Rebrab dynasty, a story of ambition, secrecy, and quiet domination in a nation where wealth and influence intertwine. This is the hidden empire that keeps Algeria running, quietly, efficiently, and powerfully. Welcome to Luxury Buzz, your channel for untold billionaire dynasties, secret power networks, and the lavish lives of the ultra-rich. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on notifications so you never miss a glimpse into the hidden empires shaping our world. Rise of a tycoon from teacher to titan. Issad Rebrab's journey began far from boardrooms and billion-dollar deals. Born in 1944 in a small Kabylie village, he started as a teacher of accounting and law, guiding students through textbooks, never imagining his own name would one day be written into Algeria's economic history. In 1971, a chance investment in a steel construction firm changed everything. He left the classroom behind and threw himself into business, founding companies in steel and metallurgy. His work ethic and precision paid off. But fate had other plans. During Algeria's violent civil conflict of the 1990s, 3 of his factories were destroyed. Millions vanished overnight, and Rebrab was forced into exile in France. Yet instead of defeat, the disaster became his rebirth. When he returned in 1998, he came back with a singular vision: to build something Algeria had never seen before, a world-class private conglomerate capable of challenging state-owned giants. That vision became Cevital, today Algeria's largest privately held company. From that moment, the teacher became the titan, and Issad Rebrab's personal fortune soared from roughly $40 million to over $5 billion within 2 decades. He had rewritten the rules of Algerian business, and his family was just getting started. The Cevital Empire, building a nation within a nation. Cevital began as a modest sugar processing venture, but under Rebrab's relentless drive, it evolved into a multinational powerhouse. Today, the group controls more than 25 subsidiaries across industries ranging from agribusiness to steel, automotive, electronics, construction materials, glass, and water purification. At its heart stands one crown jewel: Cevital's sugar refinery, among the largest on Earth, capable of producing 2 million tons each year. That single facility feeds not just Algeria, but markets across Africa and the Mediterranean, making the Rebrab name synonymous with the nation's food supply. In Algerian homes, Cevital products are everywhere: sugar, cooking oil, bottled water, and Brandt appliances in the kitchen. Yet most Algerians don't realize it all leads back to one family. Rebrab's ambition soon crossed borders. He went on a European buying spree, rescuing struggling industries like Brandt, France, Lucchini, Italy, Alas Iberia, Spain, and Oxo, France. These acquisitions not only saved thousands of jobs, but cemented Cevital as a bridge between African capital and European industry. Today, the conglomerate employs over 18,000 people worldwide and is hailed as a model of African entrepreneurship. In 2015, Issad Rebrab was named CEO of the Year at the Africa CEO Forum. His mantra became legendary: think big, start small, move fast. Influence over Algeria's economy, the power of monopoly. But behind every empire lies influence. And in Algeria, the Rebrab's reach runs deep. Cevital controls critical arteries of the national economy. Its exports account for a major share of Algeria's non-oil revenues, with sugar alone bringing in nearly $300 million a year, about 13% of the nation's non-hydrocarbon exports. Domestically, the family dominates the food, steel, and cooking oil markets, sectors that touch every home in the country. During the 2011 food price unrest, as protests swept the region, the government struggled to contain anger. Then Rebrab made his move. He slashed prices on sugar and oil, calming the streets overnight. One decision from his office succeeded where policy failed. For many, that moment proved it beyond doubt. The Rebrab family doesn't just participate in Algeria's economy, they shape it. In a country long dominated by state enterprises, Cevital became the private counterweight, a second power center rivaling ministries in influence. When Issad spoke about making Algeria an export-driven nation, people listened, not because of his title, but because his factories and workers made those words real. politics and power, the turbulent dance. Running a multi-billion-dollar empire in a tightly controlled state means walking a dangerous line. While many tycoons aligned with political elites, Issad Rebrab chose to stand apart. He cultivated the image of the rebel industrialist, self-made, independent, and unafraid to criticize the system. When President Abdelaziz Bouteflika rose to power in 1999, Rebrab refused to join the regime's inner circle. He openly accused bureaucrats of blocking his projects because of his Kabyle heritage and his unwillingness to play political games. That courage made him popular with ordinary Algerians, a billionaire who stood with the people, not above them. Then came 2019. As millions marched in the Hirak protests, cameras captured an unforgettable image: the country's richest man walking side by side with young protesters. It was a cinematic moment. The industrialist turned revolutionary. But defiance has a price. Just weeks later, Rebrab was arrested in a nationwide anti-corruption sweep. He spent 8 months in detention before being released in 2020 with a minor sentence. To supporters, it was revenge for his independence. To critics, proof that even billionaires aren't untouchable. In 2023, courts barred him from commerce, forcing his retirement, but the empire did not fall. It simply passed to the next generation. The next generation, power passed down. Long before his arrest, Issad had prepared his succession plan. His 5 children were strategically placed across Cevital's sprawling network. Malik Rebrab, now CEO, oversees the group's vision. Omar handles automotive and real estate. Salim manages food processing. Linda leads research, innovation, and philanthropy. Together, they control roughly 60% of Cevital's shares, with Issad holding the remaining 40%. A true family enterprise, coordinated, disciplined, and self-contained. Even as the state tightens regulations, the Rebrabs remain untouchable. In Algeria's boardrooms, when this family speaks, people listen. Algeria's quiet rulers. The story of the Rebrab family is more than a business chronicle. It's a mirror of modern Algeria, a nation balancing state control and private ambition. From a teacher's humble beginnings to a family empire spanning continents, their rise embodies the promise and the paradox of private power. They feed millions, employ thousands, and carry Algeria's name across the globe. Yet their concentrated influence raises the question: when one family can move markets and outshine ministries, who really runs the nation? Perhaps that is the Rebrab paradox: admired and feared, builders and power brokers at once. As Algeria seeks a transparent, diversified future, their shadow still looms large, part legacy, part lesson, part warning. Because sometimes the most powerful rulers don't sit in parliament or palaces. They sit behind boardroom tables, signing contracts that decide a nation's fate. And in Algeria, that quiet power belongs to one name: Rebrab. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the billionaire family who secretly controls Algeria, hit like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which hidden empire you'd like us to uncover next. More untold billionaire dynasties are coming soon, only on Luxury Buzz.